Back in September, we bought a storage unit filled with thousands of video games. 6 months later, we have finally went through every single game. This is what we found. What is up, Internet? Retro here, and welcome back to our fourth video from the Great Video Game Storage Unit Haul. In case you guys missed it, me and my buddy Chuck bought a storage unit filled with video games. Basically, a video game store closed in the area, and they had a storage unit, and it was filled to the brim with thousands and thousands of games, and we bought this storage unit for just a couple $1,000. You need to go back and check out the other 3 videos if you did miss it, but it has taken us quite some time to go through every single box, every single item, and we have finally done it. We have went through all of the inventory. So I want to show you what else we have, some of the pieces that I'm getting to add to the collection, and then more than anything, I want to show you guys some of the stuff that I'm going to sell, because guys, I just came to the realization that I can't collect everything. Like, I just can't. I'm running out of space. I have all of these N64 boxes from this haul that I can't even display. They're in a box right now in my bedroom. They've been in there for months, and I'm like, I have all these amazing CIB games that I get to display, but I can't even display them because there's no room. So I've had to get real. I've had to assess the situation and know that I just can't collect everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell off some of my Sega games and my PlayStation games, and then everything else that was in the storage unit that is Sega and PlayStation. Now, am I saying I'm never going to collect for the Sega and PlayStation? No, I'm not saying that. Maybe one day I'll have a bigger house or a bigger game room and I'll be able to do that. But right now, in reality, I just can't do it. Also, we're going to head over to Chuck's house and see all of the stuff that he has unearthed from the storage unit, and he's going to sell off a bunch of stuff as well that he doesn't need. And we're going to be selling all of this stuff on the app Whatnot on February 18th. We're going to have a big event where we are going to be selling just tons of games, CIB games, some consoles, and a ton more. So don't miss it on February 18th. If you haven't checked it out yet, you need to, guys. I'm telling you, I am on there literally every day, hanging out with people, buying things. I also have 2 auctions every month, and it is a ton of fun. It's basically eBay and Twitch together. It's like live interacting, kind of like the whole social media aspect. And I'm like, how has this not been a thing yet? And it is. It is here, and I love it. I'm on there all the time. Also, if you want a free $10, I'll put a link down below, and you get free $10 to spend however you want, no strings attached. But February 18th is the event. It's going to be a ton of fun. A lot of great pieces, also single items. I know a lot of my auctions have been like lots of bundles, but we're actually going to have a lot of like single items as well. So let's get into my stuff, and then we're going to head over to Chuck's to check out all of his stuff that he is going to be putting in the auction. All right, let's get into this Genesis stuff first. There's a lot here, a lot of really good stuff. It took us forever to piece this stuff together. I don't know why, but the X-Men game was in one box, the manual was in another, and then this game was someplace else. I don't know why, but we finally got everything together, and there is really solid stuff here. If you are a Genesis fan or you are collecting for your Genesis collection, you need to check out our auction. Most of these games, I'm thinking that maybe like 95% of these games are complete in box, and they look really, really nice. You got like Spider-Man, X-Men, True Lies, which is actually a really great game, and we have it on the Super Nintendo as well, complete. So some pretty cool stuff. Hard to get stuff too. You got Gunstar Heroes, run and gun action. I love this game so much. And then down here you got some Sonic and Knuckles. I love this game. I have it already. I don't have it complete, but again, I'm just thinking through, I don't have the space. This is gonna go in a box in the attic, and I'm like, I would rather have that go to somebody that is going to appreciate it. Spider-Man, X-Men. I don't know what the difference between these two are, but I mean, the condition of these two is really good. I mean, look at the shine on that guy, and then also it comes with the manual and everything. So a lot of really great stuff. Vector Man, some Double Dragon games. I think there's actually a couple Double Dragon games. Yeah, you got Double Dragon, The Shadow Falls, and Double Dragon Battletoads. This is an interesting one. Super 90s. Got that slime guy. Have never played this before, but looks pretty interesting. A classic right there in Altered Beast, and then just a couple Super Nintendo games. So that is the Super Nintendo and Genesis stuff. I want to show you guys some of the PlayStation items that we're going to be listing. And here is some of the PlayStation games. Some really good stuff in here as well. Tenchu 2, Digimon World, Odd World. I actually really like this game. Played this a lot back in the day. Probably the heavy hitter is this right here. X-Men Children of Adam, and this thing is friggin' gorgeous. That is going to go to a good home. I'm excited to get that to somebody. A bunch of Disney games right here. Return to Neverland, Treasure Planet, Tarzan. I think this will actually be a lot, but all of these are going to be individual. You got Spider-Man. Right here, Sonic Shuffle. Now, this is actually one I played a bunch back in the day on my Dreamcast. Basically, Sonic characters, but like the Mario Party party game. So, pretty cool game. Got some loose discs here, Twisted Metal, Warped, and a bunch of other Crash games and things like that. Check this out. Mario Teaches Typing. How insane is this thing? This thing is crazy. A really cool shelf piece if anybody is interested in that. And then got just a lot of commons right here, but a couple decent ones too. I think there's like, I don't know, 12 to 15 Dreamcast games. We're gonna lot all of those up together, and then some GameCube games as well, just like that. So some pretty cool stuff. There will be more than this as well, but for now, let's head over to Chuck's house and see what he has. Where's all this snow come from? There they are. Guys, we don't get snow in Arkansas, and we got snow.
Dude, this is actually like 4 inches of sleet.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Go into the game room. Whoa, what is this? What is that?
Check that out.
No.
Yeah.
Is that like legit old?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's still really cool. Look at it's clean in here, man.
Yeah, it's a lot different in it.
Oh, look, it's got a little Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's
carpet down here?
Courtesy of Wish.
Dude, look at the gamer. So this has changed a lot.
It has,
since last time we were in here.
Yeah, so a lot of new shelves I put up. I got a couple wall mount shelves. I've got my NES stuff. Got Wii and GameCube stuff up.
Okay. So I'm going for a complete NES set now.
Yeah, I think I've got like 240s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, if you have anything, any dubs, I might try to grab from Chuck.
Absolutely, man. That's one that I haven't gotten the game for yet. So
that's crazy. So he's gotten the box, but no game.
Yeah.
What's your favorite NES game?
I don't know. You know, I grew up with stuff. Well, actually, so this is my collection that I started.
Oh yeah,
for my brother, and this is all the games that we grew up playing right here. And so obviously Battletoads is a big favorite. Man. Honestly, it's a lot of fun.
I've never beaten it.
Everybody knows it's extremely difficult.
It's so hard. I've never beaten. I've gotten somewhat close. People hate so much on this. I love it.
I like it. It is difficult too, though.
It is.
Ridding the world of rival robots, wretched ruffians, and the evil Foot Clan forever. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're out of the sewers and available where Ultra games are sold.
PS3 collection is pretty healthy over there.
Got a few over there. Got PS1 up there. My Super Nintendo.
Both lunch boxes.
Yeah, exactly. Sweet Tooth, man. Twisted Metal is one of my all-time favorites.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I like some Twisted Metal. This is cool, man.
OG Xbox, you know, all these are like too deep. And then the Xbox 360. And my PS2 collection, obviously because there are a billion PS2 games. Mm-hmm. But it's
I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Dude, it's
like it.
Double too. So there's an extra stack in between there. And there's more around the front up here too. So
gosh.
You know, PS2 just continues to grow over.
That's crazy.
I did get you a few things though. So
what? Gifts?
I actually so I got this. And then, like a few days later, you posted your video where you got all these. But I don't
think this one.
Perfect.
No,
perfect.
That's amazing.
And then this is for your son.
No. For my son. in heap of trouble. This is exactly the stuff that we like read every single night.
Absolutely,
so
yeah. So it's, I mean, obviously it's a children's book, so it's not a lot of reading, but
yeah,
cool.
It's
really sweet, man.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, man, anytime.
I love it. I love it. So we are about to go through some of the stuff that you have from the storage unit that you've dug up, and just stuff that he wants to sell in our big auction coming up. So, we just want to see all the stuff that you got,
Dude.
and the stuff that you want to sell.
Obviously, the garage is still full of storage unit stuff.
Right.
These are boxed Sega games.
Okay, cool.
That I've completed.
Oh, nice.
And so all these have the games inside.
So a lot of these might make an appearance
on there. Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. So this is everything I've got boxed right here in the corner.
Okay.
Is everything that I have plans of doing for the auction.
For the auction.
So
okay.
yeah. So we'll just bring in a little bit at a time.
Okay.
And some of this stuff I may end up consolidating. Here
Oh man.
is disc only.
Okay.
And
loose.
so I've got everything loose. Yeah, like 11 PS2 game lot, you know, and I made sure that it's not like sports heavy.
Oh, okay.
And so like there's Evergrades.
And is
GT
each
Racer.
bundle all different games?
It is. Yeah,
Okay,
we've got
no,
Xbox,
like, no doubles?
OG, yeah.
So as we continue to go through a lot of these loose disc games, after filming this, me and Chuck had a really good idea. We were like, what if we just put these bundles of games in auctions that went over like a certain price? So say like over $100, you get one of these bags thrown in. I think the value is anywhere from like $40 to $80. It would be kind of like a cool little add-on to some of the auctions that go for a little bit more. We just throw in one of these bags, and we thought that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, and I have a bunch of the, you guys are gonna see all this stuff, but, and I don't know when you are seeing this in order or not, but I have a ton of Genesis box games and stuff that you guys will see that are gonna be up for sale. I want to keep a lot of the Genesis stuff, but I just don't have the room at this point. Like I'm collecting more Nintendo stuff more than anything right now, so.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's all kinds of stuff, man. Like here, I had a bunch of these clear Nintendo cases, so I went ahead and put some games inside there. So, Silent Scope and Golf, you know, some commons, Solar Jetman.
Guys, I just saw something back here hiding that Chuck has that I have to purchase from him. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal this from him.
Shoplifter!
Dude, that's actually from my childhood.
No, I know the lighting's really bad right now. Let me pull this thing out. This is so freaking sick, dude.
Yeah. So, I have not changed the batteries. In fact, dude, I honestly don't even know.
That is so cool.
That's got screwed up. Can't check it. It was sweet.
Yeah, I had one of these. I had the
yeah, see, look at there.
I have a Home Alone one. So yeah, you would just read this, you get to that section, and then you push that guy.
Yep. So here is 32X.
Ooh.
This is tested. I probably need to clean that up a little bit. It is tested. I don't have the cables for it right now. And then we've also got Star Wars Arcade.
Nice.
It is box and game.
Okay.
No manual on that. But that'll be paired together. I've got another 32X that may end up in there too.
Okay. Chuck's in the other room. I'm gonna steal this. He'll never notice.
Shoplifter!
Okay, so another PS2 lot. This is actually games. I think most of these have manuals too.
Okay.
So
a great game.
Maximum. A couple of Star Trek games. There's 3 there.
Cool.
Some good stuff.
Prices, yeah.
I did want to make sure that I've got good stuff mixed in with some of the things that are a little more common.
Yeah. I think this will be a good auction too, because the last couple auctions we've had a ton of stuff go for, pretty expensive prices. We're gonna have some things in this auction that are gonna be, a little bit lower in value. So hopefully everybody can kind of pick up something in this auction.
Okay, so this one I feel like is special. I wasn't really gonna get rid of this, but I've decided to.
What we got?
Okay,
Ooh. Dang.
We've got Superboy Black Gold Authentic Crix EverDrive, Super EverDrive X6.
Okay, so this is the Superboy,
Yep.
basically handheld Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And then right there, explain what that is, everybody.
So Super EverDrive, you have an SD card that you put in the top of it.
Yep.
And you load it, obviously, to be legal with games that you already own.
Right. You have to own the game.
You have to own the games to play them. But I know what games you already own, so I went ahead and loaded them on the SD card for you that purchase.
You naughty, naughty boy.
Yeah.
So this will be an auction. Are you thinking either separate or together?
I think I'm gonna put them together, man, because
that would be a huge.
I tested it out. It makes sure that it works.
It's compatible.
And it's compatible. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure too that we've got some consoles in the midst of all of it, and so I've got a first gen Genesis there.
Okay.
Got a couple games. Got Shaq Fu, Super Street Fighter 2,
Nice.
Team USA basketball. I mean, obviously it's the OG like.
Oh my!
USA.
I don't know if I've ever even seen this cover
Yeah,
before.
check that out. Cables, one controller, Golden Axe is in there too. Yeah. So cool.
Yeah, that's great.
I do plan to have a GameCube with a couple of games. I'm thinking maybe Zelda 4 Swords.
That'd be a great
So
bundle.
we'll see. Okay, so single item, obviously.
Okay.
We got a Wavebird with
dude.
receiver.
Wavebirds are
Yeah.
friggin' hard to get nowadays.
Man, it's super clean too. It's super
Are you
nice.
sure I can't buy that before
I mean,
we put that on the auction?
$99.99.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Wait, and it comes with a receiver?
Yeah, it's got the receiver there too.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. Another thing I feel like is special is a Dreamcast console.
Another console.
Yep.
Okay.
So we've got Dreamcast, the VMU,
okay.
OEM. There's the console in there, and then I've got 11 games that I'm pairing with this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Shenmue there.
Oh.
Yep.
Shenmue. That's great. This is gonna be a great bundle right here.
Yeah. So we'll see what kind of interest we get for stuff like that too.
Yep.
And I've actually got a bunch of Dreamcast controllers. So if we decide that maybe we want to sell some Dreamcast controller lots, we may put those into.
Okay. Also, you guys saw all of the boxes that we got. A ton N64 Genesis boxes. Now we have kept a lot of those for our own personal collection, but there are a ton more that I'm guessing we're gonna try to get rid of.
Yeah, in fact, I've got some up here. I'm waiting for some box protectors to come in.
Yep.
And so I've got some up here that we're gonna go.
Okay.
Some of these will be box only. Some of them will have the game included, like Aladdin right there. We got King Arthur's World, Star Wars,
Okay.
Final Fight, Jungle Book. I mean, all this stuff up in here. There's probably gonna be a chance.
Well, there were just so many boxes in this storage unit, and that's really one of the main reasons why we bought it.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah.
So if you want to follow me out here real quick,
Okay.
I'll show you where I've got the 64 boxes. Yeah, so a ton of boxes I'm probably going to go through and get rid of. I got Pokemon Snap there, MEA Jam 99.
Some of these boxes too, I'm so surprised have like crazy value. There was a racing one. I had no idea that was in here. It's like, I think it's Super Monaco.
Okay.
Grand Prix. It's worth like $200. Like,
Really?
yes, for the one box. I'm like, what?
Hopefully I have that in here as well. Yeah, Forsaken's down there.
There totally could be. So just stuff like this, guys. And this one might be a little bit sun faded, but there's some in there that look great. This one right here, we got Rogue Squadron. I love this game.
Such a beautiful box too.
Yeah, great box. So if you guys are interested in maybe completing some of your Genesis and 64 games, these will be up for sale too.
Yeah, and I plan to lot these up too. I don't know, maybe 5-10 boxes at a time.
Sure.
We'll just see what we have time for. So
I love it.
Cool.
So obviously a ton of stuff that me and Chuck are going to be selling. This stuff it's so cool, but we already have so much in both of our collections. You know what I mean? And it's like, we want you guys to be able to get some of this stuff. And I am trying to downsize a little bit, going for more like Nintendo stuff. So a lot of the Genesis stuff, even some of the Super Nintendo stuff, you don't need as well. So you guys stay tuned. We have a ton. I think you have one more thing you wanted to show that we're going to be... It's a mystery.
Okay, all right. On top of the TV here, I decided today that I was going to put this in the auction.
Because you were going to keep... I bet your
I was actually
kiddos were like, don't sell
Yeah, in fact, I felt like keeping it for a long time because, sometimes special edition stuff, especially Pokemon,
oh, yeah.
like it just continues to grow in value.
Yeah, it does.
But, I mean, it's just taking up space. I'm not playing it, so somebody could get use out of it.
So, any Pokemon fans, stay tuned for that. But for now, I want to show you guys just a couple more things that I want to be selling in the game room. So Chuck obviously has a ton of great stuff to put in our Whatnot auction on February 18th, but I wanted to add a couple other things. We have this complete in-box Sega Genesis. Guys, this thing is beautiful. It's the Sonic 2 edition, and then the grand finale is this beautiful Game Boy. Guys, this is hard for me to part with, but again, I just don't need it right now. It's taking up some space, and I have other things I want to put over here, all my N64 stuff, but check out this beautiful Game Boy Complete in box. So that is going to be available also on February 18th. Make sure you guys hit up the app Whatnot, link down below if you want a free 10 bucks, and don't miss the event coming up here at the end of the month. Guys, as always, thank you for hanging out, for watching the video. If you did enjoy the video, by all means, hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already. Until next time, peace.